Hey guys, you buddy Glasgow here once again. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I've been busy. I want to do a review on the first episode of The Conners. You know, of course, with The Conners being back, Roseanne was deleted from the show. And the first episode, I've been researching, but man, did it fucking bomb. Depending on what report you view, the viewing was down from between 35 to 45% from the Roseanne revival of last season, the very first one there. And depending on the tweets you view, most of the tweets were not too kind to the cast in the show. So, which is fair. I watched it. I told you guys I'd watch at least the first one. Here's my critique. John Goodman was good. I can't remember this boy's name. The one who plays the, crossdresser. He did well. Everyone else, I have to admit, sucked. This show, I honestly gave it my best shot to be unabashful and give the show a shot, and I tried. Don't get me wrong, there are some good points in the show, but overall, it was not that good. They had Roseanne killed off of a drug overdose, and so the knee surgery, like I said, they probably would. They had their opening right there. According to them, she had knee surgery. It didn't heal. Wasn't healing up fast enough. They needed money, and Roseanne took some opioids and wound up taking too many, and died in her sleep. John Goodman did a great job acting in his sorrow and his anger, and bringing his character to life of what he would do with Roseanne's death. I can't fault John Goodman. Liked him for a long time. He's one of the actually few that stood by Roseanne after the issues. And here's another thing they don't want you to know. If you read a lot of reports, the executives are now actually sorry. They are sorry that they fired Roseanne. And they didn't give it time to settle, look deep into it, and they acted so quickly. And that's what you get. So this is going to be at least a 10 to 13 episode season, which is basically what these actors are contracted for anyway. Let's go to the next. The cast, I don't understand, they're all looking happy right fucking here. This one here who plays Haley, she was not happy playing the character before the incident with Roseanne, but now she's back and supposedly smells. Fuck that. Kiss my ass. DJ was in it. We finally got to see his wife. Don't get me wrong, there were some funny moments in it, but for the most part, it fell flat. I would say 50% of the show fell flat. Compared to when Roseanne was on it last season. Don't get me wrong, not every episode of that season, the first season of the Roseanne revival, was a knock out of the park. There were some that had problems, but for the most part, they were good. These two were the worst fucking problem. Jackie and Darlene. And don't get me wrong, I respect Laurie Metcalf. I've seen her in a lot of stuff. She does good work. But again, and this is the problem I have with the same problem with the revival of Roseanne. Jackie is not fitting. It's just like she's out in fucking limbo. Throw in Sarah Gilbert here as Darlene, who openly opposed Roseanne after the tweet. In my personal opinion, she did a terrible job. And I'm being honest. I'm giving you what I personally feel about the lady and then what I feel about the acting in this one. It was bad. I don't see Darlene as the emotional rock like Roseanne could be. That's not the Darlene character. The handling of this loss Jackie, I can buy. I could actually buy it, but I just, it just got too old too quickly. She can't stand being without her sister. She's trying to rearrange, trying to mean something. Darlene, the last bonding moment was a really fucking suck for me, and I don't mind tearjerkers, but it felt so forced and just so unreal. Everyone else tried to do their best, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. They did okay. These two, they just bombed. I'm sorry, and that's a shame, especially for Metcalf. It just goes to show that you have to have Roseanne. Now, I read a lot of the comments and some tweets, and they're talking about you have those people who are downing Roseanne. Oh, Roseanne who? Well, you knew those are pretty much the people who didn't watch in the first fucking place. Those are people who were just trying to give this show some ratings to justify the firing of Roseanne. But the majority of the reviews, some tweets, were it's not the same without Roseanne. And they're right. Roseanne and Dan were the main anchors of the show. Everyone else was a side fucking role. Everyone else there, it's the two main characters in the center, Dan and Roseanne. That's the show. Everyone else is a fucking side character. And when you're taking the show and now taking away from Roseanne because you fired her, and now you're regretting that you fucking fired her, okay, Dan's trying to pick up the pieces, but who the fuck is he going to go off of? He can't go off Darlene. Darlene has never been the emotional support character. Even now, I don't give a fuck if she's popped out 2 kids. And I just don't buy the acting there. Now, this is where you could have had Laurie Metcalf as Jackie. She could have pulled her shit together and tried to act and be the support rock for Dan. But they didn't do it that way. They're trying to base it off fucking Darlene. And they've already said they have. They want to base it off Darlene, her fucking dating life, and try to make Jackie the next second, basically the second in command. And it's not going to fucking work. I told you guys this. It's not going to work. You're going to throw... And they're going to try to get away from political stuff. I understand that. I understand that completely. That's good. I mean, but get on subjects people are going to give a fuck about. And when you... Just like when Dan finds out who gave Roseanne the pills, puts a sign on his truck, and blaming her for her wife's death, here comes Darlene coming, you can't do that. You can't put this on there. That's illegal. No, it's not. It's not fucking illegal. Not in my state. Is it the truth? Then if it was defamation of character, yeah, but it was all the fucking truth. She did give her the fucking pills. And then they resolved that situation later. Dan feels a bit guilty for doing it when they find out the reason Roseanne OD'd. Then you have a lot of people pissed that you kill off Roseanne from an opioid overdose. The producers were trying to say, oh, well, we were trying to give some sort of meaning to her death. Bullshit. There's only 2 options you could have went. The knee surgery went south, and maybe she got an infection and died that way. Or then you have the drugs, which is the easy way. And then no one likes that fucking run. Roseanne is pissed about the opioid overdose. Most viewers are pissed about the opioid overdose. I'm not as pissed off as others. But I don't know. Will I watch the second episode? Probably not. I might watch the second episode just to see if they're getting better. But I've done my 1 episode because I told you guys I'm gonna go by what Roseanne Barr asked. Try to give these guys a shot because they're trying to make. She gave up money for these guys to work. Okay, she gave up all her financial gains from this show just so these guys, with the exception of John Goodman, and just a couple others, who tried to railroad her ass out of the show. Because they didn't want to give her the fucking benefit of that or hear her side of the story. Okay? But that's I went over that subject. But I don't see the Connors lasting. They're just... these guys just don't work. in the grieving role. Becky would have been much better at it, comforting probably Aunt Jackie than Darlene. Like I said, she doesn't want to fucking be there. Don't tell me. And she was in most of that episode too, a good part. And you're gonna tell me she's gonna be there and happy? Fuck that. Fieldman, I don't know. But the kids were okay. The kids were good. I'm not blaming the kids at all. They did great. And that was another thing. They were going to make this kid, he just liked to cross dress. He wasn't gay. But now they're trying to, from the sound of the first episode, they're trying to make him gay now. See, that's another thing that's going to bother me. You took a spot from, okay, this is just a kid who likes to dress up in women's clothes, has nothing, a problem like that, and all of a sudden, from the words I'm taking, you're trying to make him gay. But they can come out and change it. Oh, I'm not gay because I just said I like them. I don't like them in that way. Nah, that's possible. I don't buy it. But yeah, the biggest fuck up is right there. You don't have Roseanne. These guys cannot fill, and all of them there, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, yeah, you got 9 characters trying to fill the role of one person, and they're not going to fucking do it. Like I said, Goodman's good. He's doing his best. He did great. I could feel like his acting pain. She hasn't come back yet. She was there. She was fairly okay. Forget it. I mean, he had his funny moments. She was good. Yeah, forget it. Good. Terrible. And she's a good actress. She's a great actress, and she did terrible in this show, in this episode. What do you guys think? I mean, like, dislike, go down below and let me know. Like, dislike, and subscribe, as always. You guys take care, and I'll see you all next time.